Hi everybody, and welcome to my attempt at this week's BBO Weekly Free Instant Tournament. I always say at the end, but perhaps I should say at the beginning, if you do find these videos useful, please do subscribe to the channel. That helps me a lot. It's completely free. And obviously you can like the video and leave any comments. We're going off to instant tournaments, the weekly free instant tournament. And just to repeat that, as always, this is 8 boards match points, and nobody can have more high card points than you. They can have the same but better distribution, but not more, which is an extra bit of information which you can use. So we've got our 14 points with a singleton king, but this is a one heart opening. Spade on our left, so the king of spades is pretty useless. Partner said they've got 8 to 11 high card points, but they're a passed hand, but they have a likely stop in spades, which our king makes for more. Now a 2 club bid from here, 5 plus clubs, 2 minus spades, so they don't have spades. We have spade stop. We have these diamonds. We could pass, we could bid 2 diamonds, we could bid 2 hearts. Partner said they doesn't say anything about partners' hearts here. They don't have many. But our diamonds are so bad, we're likely to lose plenty of diamond tricks, as well as a club and a spade. But I think we could just bid 2 hearts here, showing our 6, confirming our 6 card suit, and having what that says. And they've gone to clubs, partners raised hearts. We certainly don't want to go any further. They're going up to 3 spades now. Well, the difficulty is they haven't got many hearts, and the clubs are lying well for them. They can drop my queen. We do seem to have some spade tricks because partner says they've got spade stop and we've got the king singleton king of spades. But it's match points. We like to double when we think they're going down. Partner's got a goodish hand. They've got something in spades. They've got something in hearts. They probably don't have anything in clubs. We've probably only got 1 heart trick. We might get 2 spade tricks here, because East hasn't shown anything in spades. Can we get 2 more tricks? I'm not certain. I'm not certain that we can make 10 tricks anyway. It may be that the side with spades is winning the contract. I think I've just got to pass here. I'm not certain. I mean, at match points, even if you're not certain of beating them, but you expect you will, you should double. You've got to either get a top or a bottom. And as long as you get a top more often than you get a bottom, that's a good thing to do at match points. If you don't double people into game occasionally at match points, you're not doubling enough. So partner says 2 plus hearts, but they don't have 4 hearts. They would have raised immediately. They probably only have exactly 2 hearts, don't they? They've bid up here. This hand's got clubs and spades. So I'm not. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pass. Take my medicine. Right, well, hopefully we get 2 heart tricks here. Is it worth my while playing spades in the hope that we got 3? No, I don't think so. Partner may well have 3. He might only have 2. If he only has 2, he's led the 9. Let's see what happens on the king. 9 and 2. I think they lead low from 3 small. So they may have 2 and they may be able to ruff higher than the 4 or the 3. I think I'm going to lead the ace of hearts and hope I'm not giving a ruff and a discard. I'm not. So that's the partner leads the king of diamonds. And he has the ace. Oh, well. They may have enough spades and clubs now. No, thank goodness for that. My partner's got that. Are they going to try and cash their ace of diamonds now? Yeah, it's not cashable. So we've got our 5 tricks. And that's probably it. Yeah. 85% for that. Obviously, if we doubled, we'd have got 100%. People bid on to 4 hearts. Just doesn't seem likely to make. Okay, but doubling 3 spades is the very aggressive match point option. But I think we'll settle for 85%. 12-point hand this time. And this is a 1 heart opening again. 3 clubs from partner. This is the invite with 6 clubs. 2 or fewer hearts, 3 or fewer spades, 9 to 11 high card points. We don't have enough points for game. We've got an 8-card club fit. We don't have an 8-card heart fit. We don't have an 8-card spade fit. So really, we're just passing here. And now North is the declarer. So it's the North hand that the opponents can't see. It's the South hand that they can. And we've had the 3 of diamonds lead. Is this from the king? The robots very rarely lead from the king. It's a bit sad that I've led a diamond because it uses, we go up with the ace, then that uses one of our entries to dummy. We'd like to cash the king of hearts, then come to dummy and play those hearts. But we've got 10, queen, jack. So I'm going to play that, overtake the king of hearts and throw the 2 spades away on the queen and jack of hearts, hopefully. So I'm going up with the ace now. The robot doesn't usually lead from the king of diamonds. I'm hiding the 2 of diamonds. So from West's point of view, the 3 might be from 3-2 Doubleton. I won't play trumps because they will then cash their spades. So I'm going to play ace of hearts, king, and see if I can cash 2 more hearts, throw 2 spades away. Can they follow to everything? So we had 5 hearts in dummy, 1 in our hand, that was 6. So they had 7 and we've seen 6 of them. So one of them can ruff hearts now. You'll see king, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7 are all equal. We'll play the 8 because it's a slightly lesser chance that they'll go up with the ace. They're going to lead a heart. No, they're going to draw trumps. Well, I'm happy to draw trumps because I've just got, yeah, they don't break well. We had 2, there was 6 in dummy, that's 8. And they had 5. They only followed to 1 round, so they split 4-1. And this hand's still got 2 clubs left, starting with 4. So let's draw them. No matter what we throw away. The only card that matters in dummy is this 10 of diamonds, which they probably will duck. Yeah, because we now have to come back to our hand, so we'll ruff a spade. And lead the queen of diamonds. And they'll take their king, which is fine. And they've let a diamond back, so we can make our jack and our last trump for 11 tricks, which is 92.9%. So that's another result. So it was just making the extra tricks. 3 no trumps, you see, didn't make. It wasn't really sensible to bid that. And the diamond lead, well, they could have cashed 2 spades to start with, but once they didn't, we were okay. So we got a 14 count here, quite a nice one. Jacks and tens. Not a running 5-card suit. So although this is a no trumpy sort of hand, I'm not inclined to upgrade this. I'm going to get my 5-card heart suit into the auction. Partner passes with a double from here. I really can't do anything. So I'd open 1 no trump, it might have got passed out, because remember, they don't have enough to double 1 no trump because they can't have more than 14 points. So they're a balancing position. So they may only have 9, for example. Where it's gone 1 heart pass. This double just says, yeah, they've got probably a heart shortage and 9 plus high card points. They borrow a king from the partner's hand, is the way you may have seen it in the textbooks. But we have to pass here. 1 no trump, and partner's still passing. Well, we have what we said. Let's see which side's making 1 no trump. Partner begins with a heart, which is excellent. The queen, king, the ace appearing, yes. So we've got the 10 as a winner. And they've got their spades. They didn't go, but maybe I'm going to play the 2. I'm not going to signal 4 spades. Yeah, so it looks like they may, oh no, partner got another one there. I need to keep all the diamonds. I'd like to keep the hearts in case they're good, so I'm going to throw the 3 of clubs away. Partner had 3 spades, so they had a 4-4 spade fit. They're playing the hearts, 5, 6, 8. Well, let's set up a heart trick here, probably, since they played it. We had 5. There were 2 here. 5, 6. Oh, so they've probably got the 4 and the 9 left. What will they play from dummy? We leave them there. Probably a spade, and we'll have to make a discard. We want to avoid being end played and forced to lead diamonds round to there. We've got no tricks so far. Right. I'm going to duck this trick, leaving them probably with 9-4 of hearts. But they'll probably play a spade, on which I will have to throw a heart. Now they're playing the diamond, so they've done that. So I've got 2 diamond tricks if I'm not end played. And so what I'm going to do is win my 2 club tricks. I may be setting up a club trick for them, but I can't help that. If this hand's got a singleton diamond, we're in some trouble, but I don't think they do. I'll give them their heart trick. And they've got to give us our 2 diamond tricks. Maybe we could have got the club trick as well. 120 for them, 75%. this hand. All right. Well, one no trump on West. People made more tricks. Nobody's played one no trump from our hand. If we'd opened one no trump, Sam's passing, partner's passing, and this hand would have to pass. And we might have got a heart lead or a spade lead, but essentially they got 6 tricks off the top, but we can make 4 clubs. Well, we're probably off. So we're probably best off doing what we did. We should settle for equal tops. I'm not sure if we could have played it any better, but we did have to avoid being end played, giving them their heart tricks. And, okay, so East here onto board 4. East has opened 1 heart, and we've got at least 3 cards in all the other suits. We do have 16 points and a heart stop. So you know my view that if you have 15 to 17 and a stop in their suit, and no void, you should call 1 no trump. And partner bids 3 no trumps. Partner doesn't have 4 spades because they would have used Stayman. So they may have something in hearts, or the minor suit may be running. So I'm certainly going to play in 3 no trumps. Now leading hearts, the partner does have a heart stop. They don't have much in the minors, but they do have 11 points and we have 16 points, which makes 27. And therefore East has almost all the other points. It's possible they don't have, they don't have the Queen of Diamonds, but that's what we're expecting. For the moment, I think we'll let this run round to our hand. We've got a couple of entries to dummy in 9 comes round, but we're going to go to dummy and lead diamonds through the strong hand. And surprisingly, that wins. We're going to have to go back to dummy to do it again. We may, in the end, have to play clubs from our hand, but as expected, they go up with the ace. This hand follows. Remember, we had 5 diamonds in our hand, and 2 in dummy, which is 7. So they had 6, and we've seen 4 of them. So they've got 2 left. They may have split 3-3, in which case they've each got 1, in which case they'll all be good. But we know the Queen is with East. So that West can't have 4. So as we know, East had at least 5 hearts. East is going to have the ace of clubs and the Queen of Diamonds. East can't if we duck this one, East can't carry on with hearts because ace and 10 would both be good. They'd have to switch, but they'd probably switch to spades. As it is, we know they've got the ace of clubs. And if they play hearts, they'll set up the 10 of hearts. So I'm going to create an entry to dummy by playing, I'm going to win the ace of hearts here. Now I'm going to play club towards the king. They cash, if I throw, so if I put the 5 of clubs on now, they can cash the jack of hearts because I don't have an entry to dummy. If I put the Queen of clubs on, they now have to exit with something else, because that will create an entry to dummy. So that's what I'm going to do, and we'll see what that produces. Well, they are cashing the Jack of Hearts. So both so now I've got enough winners, even if diamonds aren't breaking. And in fact, I could finesse the 10 of diamonds now, but I've got King, Jack of clubs and the Jack of spades, 10 of hearts. I've got loads of winners now. So I can just claim, make it +1, which is worth 82%. Somebody made +2. Diamonds were 4-2, so that was harder to do. But maybe playing on clubs earlier is better. There are only 2 spades in the east hand, so that would have probably end play the east hand. But once again, we'll settle for 82%. Right, so here we are. In this hand, partners opened a vulnerable preempt first position with 3 clubs. And we have this monster hand with 6 hearts and 5 diamonds, 1 club, and 1 spade. What are we going to do? 3 hearts here is forcing. Twice rebiddable hearts, forcing to 3 no trumps. It's unlikely they're going to bid 3 no trumps. They're probably going to bid 4 clubs. And if we then bid 4 diamonds, maybe they'll get the idea. We might be making 5 clubs because they should have a good hand for this preempt, and we might just lose a spade and a club. I am going to bid 3 hearts here. And they've gone to 4 hearts. Right. 2 plus hearts, 7 plus clubs. They've got 8 to 9 total points. If they've got the ace of clubs, should we be investigating a slam? We're almost certainly going to lose the ace of spades at trick 1, although they might lead a diamond. I bid 4 no trumps, and they show no aces. We're not certain to make 5 hearts because partner hasn't promised the queen, and they don't have the ace of clubs. Yeah, we'll pass. And they lead spades, but partner doesn't have any spades. Right. So we might as well rough our spade. They had a lot of spades between them. We had 6 hearts, partner had 2, so we may as well take the heart finesse now. We can do something with the clubs a little later since since the diamonds a little later, since the ace of clubs is an entry. We'll try this finesse. Drops the 9. So probably there's 4 to the queen on the right, but you never know. This 9 might be high low from the doubleton. So we'll try the ace of club. Hearts it was. So throw a club away. And now the queen of hearts should drop because we had 8s, they had 5. We've got 9 cards here in diamonds. And the hearts split reasonably evenly. Doesn't look like there's any evidence to think that we should deviate from 8 ever, 9 never. So if you've got an 8 card fit missing the queen, you should always finesse for it, all other things being equal. You might count and find that the hand you're going to finesse can't even have 2 more points because they open one no trump and they've turned up with all the points for that, which would mean you might play for the drop on the other side. Normally you would finesse without any other information with an 8 card fit, and the finesse is a 50% chance, whereas the drop is less than 40%. But with 9 cards, at this point here, where I lead the 9 of diamonds, queen doesn't appear. It's a 48% chance to take the finesse and a 52% chance to play for the drop, all other things being equal. And all other things are equal, really. The fact that this hand had 3 hearts and this hand only had 1 is a slight indication that we ought to play for the drop. Only very slight. So I'm going to play for the drop. And it does, and I can make the rest of the tricks now. All the diamonds are good, all the hearts are good. 78%. Did anybody go on to slam? Yeah. In diamonds and clubs. Yeah. Well, once again, I think I'd settle for my 78%. If partner had turned, partner's clubs were not that good for a first position preempt vulnerable. And if they'd had king, queen, jack instead of ace, queen, they would still have preempted and we'd had no entry to their hand. They might not let a spade. There's lots of different things that could have happened that would have made slam not good and would have endangered 5, in fact. Off we are with 14 high card points. Not very nice ones. The intermediates are not very good at all. Got this 8, and then the next highest card is 5, 4 3s and 2s. So this is a 1 diamond opening. No chance of upgrading this to 1 no trump. 1 heart from partner, 1 spade from here. I think double from me. The robot plays this as showing exactly 3 hearts. I don't have a spade stop to bid 1 no trump, so I am going to double here. The robot system, 2 spades. Partner bids 3 hearts, which should mean that they've got 5 hearts. The law, this is the law of total trumps. They've got the higher ranking suit. So if we've both got 8 card fits, we should bid 3 over 2, but they shouldn't bid 3 over 3. It's quite possible we've both got 8 card fits in it. So I like that. Partner should only have a doubleton spade. There's a good chance my king of clubs is well placed. The overcaller is likely to have more, east is likely to have more points than west. So we're going to pass here. And partner's playing the hand, the king of spades led. So that actually means that my jack of spades will be a trick. My diamonds should all be a trick. So looks like I can just draw trumps. Because we don't know where the ace of clubs is, or the ace of hearts. We're going to win this trick. No point in ducking. And we've got all the top hearts from king down to 8, apart from the ace. So let's knock out the ace. Like to keep entries to dummy. Here comes the 9 of spades to the queen. Are they going to cash their ace of clubs? No, they're going to play the jack of spades. Hoping this hand will rough. No, so we'll throw a club away. And now we've got 8 diamonds, so they've got 5. It's very likely that it's unlikely that they're 5-0. So we're probably going to get 2 discards on the diamonds, which will be able to discard the clubs once we've drawn trumps. And we had 5 opposite 3. And so they had, which is 8, they had 5. We're in dummy, so we don't need a trump entry to dummy, so we'll make sure we can draw the trump. They'll block the trumps. They're 3-2 anyway. So we can draw the last one. And now we can lead the queen of diamonds. They both follow. Right, so all the diamonds are going to be good, so we can throw the 2 clubs away, so we'll get the rest of the tricks. Jack of diamonds, 6 of diamonds to the ace, king of diamonds, and the last diamond, throwing those 2 clubs. So perhaps we should have thought about bidding on. 75%, some people did, obviously. A couple of people did. You know, we don't know what partner's no reason to think the partner's got the ace of spades or the queen of diamonds. Queen of diamonds is the queen of clubs. They failed to cash their ace of clubs. So I think that, yeah, at match points, we're going to pass. We might think about bidding on the imps. Another 14-point hand. The intermediates are better this time, but we've got points in our short suits. So once again, we're not going to upgrade this. We're going to bid 1 diamond. Points are more valuable in our long suits. A 2 club overcall, 2 spades from partner, 3 bid, 5 plus spades, 11 plus total points, forcing. I do have a club stop. So let's see what 2 no trumps would mean. Means I do have this. I've got a stop in clubs. Partner might have 6 spades, but we're going to bid 2 no trumps and see what partner wants to do. They want to pass. So we're hoping for an entry in partner's hand. We've got the ace of hearts, so it may get knocked out very quickly. We want to play ace queen of spades and get over to dummy and try and set the spades up. So we're certainly going to duck this. We expect an honor to appear here. The queen, which means they may have the king as well and therefore can't continue hearts safely. But this hand may have the king. We'll play the 7 and we'll see what they do. And they do play diamonds, so I'm going to duck this. I have to go up with the jack to beat the 7. So the 9 is in this hand. Now they play a spade, which is very nice. I've still got my heart entry to dummy. So I'm going to play off my ace queen of spades. The spades break very badly, so I'm glad we're not in spades. This hand had 1, we had 2, and there were 5 there. So remember the shape says 5, 5, 2, 1. So there were 5 spades there. So we're not, as well as it looks like the king of hearts. Looks like they have 5 spades to the jack, the king of hearts. I switch to a diamond. So we've got 2 tricks so far, and we've got those 2 tricks in dummy that we can get to, which will be 4. And the ace of diamonds is 5. The 9 of diamonds is here, we know. And this hand's played the jack of diamonds. We probably need to do something with clubs now. We'll probably need to find the jack of clubs somehow, and we probably need it to be in this hand. We can't conveniently play clubs from dummy. We haven't got an entry to dummy. We'd like to create another entry. So I'm going to lead the 10 of clubs, and I don't think they'll be able to stop it. And there's the jack, so we'll cover that with the queen, and that wins. So there we are in dummy, but we're hoping to set up some clubs. So 10 jack queen have gone. So 9 and king can knock out the ace, and that will be an entry. So which one do we want to play? The 9, which would give us a definite entry to our hand. But and the ace is here. So they would switch to a heart when they win the ace. So we've got 3 tricks so far. 4, 5. A club is 6. The ace, they won't be able to stop. They'll have to play diamonds at some point and give us that diamond trick. And it may be that the clubs break 3-3, because we had 3 clubs, dummy had 4. This hand has turned up with 5 spades and this hand with 1. So that makes that slightly less likely. That the clubs will break. So on the other hand, this hand may well have 4 clubs, and we could create a finesse position if we could get to our hand. So what would happen if we lead a club to the king? This will win the ace, they'll win a heart, which this hand will win. And they then may knock out the king of spades. And we'll be stuck in dummy. You ought to think, is one down a good contract or a good result? Probably not. Although the hand suits are not breaking well, it seems. I think got to play for something like the 8 of hearts falling or 8 of clubs falling or clubs breaking 3-3. I think we've got to play a club to the king. I don't think this hand throws the diamond. So the club finesse is right when we get in with the ace of diamonds, but we probably never will get in with the ace of diamonds. Oh, the 8 of clubs. That's very nice of them. 9 of diamonds, 9 of clubs, 2 of clubs. We're going to play the 7 of clubs. They're throwing the queen of diamonds away. Right. I'm going to throw 6 of diamonds away. Right. I'm now, I think, going to stake everything on this hand having the king of hearts. We know they've got 3 spades left in their hand. Do they just have... And their spades are Jack, 9, 10, aren't they? So we can't play ace of hearts and give them a heart. They've thrown the queen of diamonds away. I don't think they have the king of diamonds because they would have let it. I don't think they've got a diamond left in their hand. I think they've got king and another heart and the 3 spades. So I'm going to try and end play them here and make them lead away from the king of hearts. Give them their spade tricks. Throwing away the diamond. And I'm going to play for them to have the king of hearts. They don't. Oh, well. One off for 57%. So that's a reasonable result. What did... Some people made 2 no trumps. Some people made 2 spades despite the break. And people went more off. Right. Well, it wasn't clear from the opening lead whether that was 4th highest or from shortage. But we did get the distribution right. Perhaps we could have cashed the ace of diamonds earlier. But they would have kept a diamond. Right. 2 diamonds from East, that's a weak 2, and we have 5-5 in the majors. I'm pretty sure the robot will play 3 diamonds here as showing 5 hearts and 5 spades, 14 total possibilities. Yeah. So we can bid 3 diamonds here, which is Michael's, showing 5-5 in the majors. What the robot doesn't play is leaping Michael's, where 4 clubs would show 5 clubs and a 5-card major. But it does play ordinary Michael's here. So double from West just says they've got some diamonds, 4 hearts from partner. They like hearts. Should we think about slam here? They passed hand though. No, we don't need that much from them to make a slam. Ace, queen of hearts, king of clubs. Yeah, but no, we're going to play in 4 hearts. And have 3 spades and 3 hearts. I would always opt to play in the weaker suit myself, but this hand has led the queen of diamonds, so they don't have the king of diamonds. They have queen jack of diamonds, which means they have another card somewhere, which could be the ace of hearts, but probably isn't. We're in my hand. No, we're in the north hand, which is the hidden hand. This is the hand that one can see. It's likely the ace of hearts is in this hand, but it could be in this hand. What's my best way? I mean, I've got a spade loser, and I've got a club loser, which I can't get rid of really. Even if I can throw two clubs on the spades, I'll have to have drawn trumps. So I'm going to lose a club and a spade, so I've got to get out for one heart loser. And if West has ace jack to four hearts, I can't do it. There's a risk if I play a spade to come to hand or play a heart towards the queen, that will set up a spade ruff for them. But if spades are 4-1, I don't think I can make it either. So I'm going to lead a spade to the ace. And then lead a heart towards the queen. 9, queen, 3. So this hand has the ace, and they may have ace jack, in which case they've got two heart tricks. We need this hand to have the jack, really. We hope we don't need to ruff a spade and dummy. We could have thought about ruffing a diamond to eliminate diamonds from the hand from the west hand, so that when they win this, they have to lead something that helps us. But I think we just got to, yeah, they do have. So 4 to the ace jack. There's no way we can make this contract. I'm going to play the 10 of hearts. They're leading the 8, so I can't ruff a spade if spades are 4-1. And with the king of hearts, they've got the ace of hearts now. They haven't got rid of their diamond. I'm going to cash the king of spades. Boom from there, 10. They've got a winning spade and a winning heart, and they will make a club. There's their winning heart. Diamond. Follow suit, and make an exit with a diamond. Maybe I should have roughed a diamond early on after the ace of diamonds. Yeah, that makes the contract, I think. Yes, I'll show you that at the end. Let's see if that would have made the contract. You're on 1 down, which is worth 85%. I can't see why, but we did well clear in first place. But let's just see how we could have played this last hand. That's how we should have played it. So here we are. They lead the queen of diamonds, 5 of diamonds. They play the 10. We win the ace. And now, if instead of doing what I did, the spade, I ruff a diamond back to my hand, see if this gets us anywhere. And then play the heart towards the table. 8, queen, 3. No, it's not going to work because this hand has the king of clubs. So although you'll see that this hand will in the end get end played. Having done that, I'll now leave the 4 of hearts, 4 of diamonds away, 10 of hearts, Jack of hearts. They may well now lead the club. And they can't lead a diamond. Yeah, we will still go 1 down because we can't avoid this club loser. The king of clubs is here, but I might have been able to end play this hand to, in the end, lead a club. We can just do that. So they keep ace 9 of hearts sat over king 10. So they can just safely exit with a club at this point. And I have to try the queen, and the king comes up from here. And I've still got my club loser and my 2 heart losers, the spade loser. So I would still go down. But if the West hand had had the king of clubs, as was entirely possible, then we could have made them lead away from it. But that wouldn't have worked here. So that's why I got 85%, because if I didn't make that end play, it wouldn't have worked. So 79%, which sounds reasonable. You still can't see what other tables were doing on this board. Yes, we can. Somebody managed to make 4 spades our way. I say I would have preferred to bid spades on the robot's hand. But lots of people were 2 off, so getting out for 1 off was good. So I hope you did find that useful. I think there was lots of useful things in the play of the hand there. And hopefully you did learn something useful, find something useful. Once again, I just want to say things is counting the hand, working out how many cards you've got and then which ones the opponents have. By far the quickest way is to try and memorize the common ways in which 13 cards can be split between in 4 ways. So 5, 5, 2, 1, for example, was there. If you just remember that's the shape. You've got the 1 and the 2, and you can see the 5, and then you just know it's 5 in the other hand, rather than having to add it all up and subtract it from 13 each time. You remember the top 10 ways in which they can split. That will save you a lot of time. Anyway, please do subscribe, as I say, and we'll see you next week.